Okay, we are recording. Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Vasella. I am the Chief Dream Maker here at Grace&Heart. And I am so excited to be sharing these awesome new Bravehearts with you. I've been talking to them for a long time. I feel like I know them all individually. And that is, you know, for me, what I need to do, just because I miss the connection. I'm that people person. So I try to ring people every day to say, how are you doing? And congratulations. And I'm so excited to get to know you better. And we really try to recognize so many of you now, because Suzanne and I are not road warriors right now, and it's driving us crazy. Anyway, you each have been chosen for a reason, because you have done actually spectacular since you've joined. I think it's really important that even new Bravehearts hear what you're actually doing to, get sales. And each of you come with your own individual stories and journeys. And it's so fascinating and fun for me to listen to. And I know all the field members are going to love hearing from you personally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Cindy, because Cindy, I know that you work full time and I know you're kind of on your lunch break. So I want to honor that, full-time job and part-time gig. And if for some reason you have to jump off early, please know, do not
I'm
mind.
good.
Girls will,
Thank you.
they're all in, all of us are in this together. So without further ado, I would love to introduce Cindy Sheets to you guys. She's from Texas. She is just a fireball. You're going to love her accent when you hear her, but she does come to us with a direct sales background. Some of you do and some of you don't. And so, and I love her heart. She works for a nonprofit agency. I'll let you share a little bit about that, but just kind of do a small introduction of who you are, what you do, and then we'll go from there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the invitation. I am just so excited to share just a little bit. Yes, I am from Texas. I was actually raised in Happy, Texas, if you can imagine, and just have really enjoyed my start here with Grace&Heart. I have learned through all of this that life happens when you don't stop and make a plan. So everything I do revolves around one, my family, first and foremost, and two, a job that takes a great deal of time. So making that plan to kind of work in these nooks and crannies of my life has been probably the most important thing that I can mention. One thing that helps me quite a bit is two goals. The first goal is I have to pay my daughter's tuition at Texas Tech University, and that is the most important. It's got to be done. And in order to do that, like I said, I have to place a couple of goals in place. One, Grace&Heart and this amazing marketing plan is out of this world, incredible. The Heart Start, I have this sheet. I've got it glued up. I go through this all the time and look, what have I done? What have I not done? But I'm checking it off as I go, because that's helping me, one, achieve jewelry. I've got to have some free jewelry because I don't have that much inventory. So why not win it? So that's been a big, big help for me. And two, just being able to do this with my full-time job makes that more possible. Let me show you this tub. Y'all should see this table I've got. This goes with me in my car, and this helps me stay organized. And anyone that knows me, a lot of the girls, my friends, know that I've carried this for years and years, but it keeps everything that I need at a moment's, right there beside me. I have everything from thank you notes in here, catalogs, all of the postcards. Y'all, these postcards, if y'all aren't using them, this is the greatest thing since chocolate chip cookies. I really think so. I really love them because I can make a note to a friend when I'm out and about dashing on lunch hours or right afterwards. I love those postcards and the catalogs that I'm able to make a personal stop and just drop those off with people. That's probably what I've seen through most of this is how I don't want to say lonely, but people really are. I mean, now that we're kind of, we've been more secluded, it's easy to make phone calls. It's wonderful to stop by. And even if you can't see them, you're just leaving it in their mailbox and filling out that little postcard with the note, I miss you. I'd love to see you. Check out my new Facebook page. I'd love to have you on there and see some of our new jewelry. So this little box with all those goodies is probably the biggest thing that helps me to be able to, market this beautiful jewelry line and be able to stay in contact with all my customers and everyone that I love so much. So that's probably the gist of it.
Well, and Cindy, I'm going to brag on you a little bit. Cindy joined in August, right? So midsummer, and she has already recruited 4 people into her business. So she recruited 2 in August and 2 in September. So she is quite on a roll. And the beauty of that, share with the people listening, since you are a new brave heart, because so many people have such a fear to share in the beginning, with others because they don't want to feel like they're being intrusive or they don't want to be pushy. But you just came right out of the gates and shared. So share with the field how you do that.
Goodness, I tell you what, this company is so exciting. I mean, who wouldn't want to share all of this great news, y'all? People right now, they need good news. And Grace&Heart is a lot of amazing, happy, if you will. I have just enjoyed being able to share all that they offer and that they want to help. The amazing marketing teams and the home office is always there. And that's what people want to know. Is there going to be support? Yes, there's going to be support immediately. You're going to have that. You're going to have all kinds of ways to earn the jewelry for free. That's usually the second thing they ask me. And I'm like, girl, you got to hear about this Heart Start. And then I get out that sheet. I start visiting about them. You're going to win the jewelry. And then I can tell them, I've been blessed to have earned over $600 in free jewelry in just this little bit of time. The other day I got to pick out $450 worth. And that adds to my collection. And I'm telling you, the minute it comes in, I'm going to be posting it on Facebook and being able to show people. But that's what they want to know, and they want to be a part of that. And right now, like I said, they want to be a part of the happy and be able to share in the excitement of being able to possibly make, especially a little bit more money as we go into this Christmas season. I know I am. That's what I'd love to do, and then of course to continue paying that good old Texas Tech University tuition bill.
I love it. So you set a goal. Every month you make time out of your busy life. You have a full-time job, so you still make it a priority. And it's working because and it doesn't surprise me that you're recruiting because your excitement and your passion is contagious. And that's what people want to be around, that happy, like what you said. So if you're not happy, you're probably not recruiting, right? So do something to make yourself happy today, right?
That's right. And Jenny, thank you for all you do, and everyone at Stephanie, our upline, we just amazing support. So thanks for all that y'all do to make this such a wonderful, wonderful business to be a part of.
Oh, thank you. We love it. Well, keep up the great work. Okay, so next I'm going to spotlight Paige Elliott. There you go. Hello. And Paige is from Oklahoma. I actually love her story because it will show to you that anyone and everyone, so if you have friends out there that have, been a stay-at-home mom, raised a family, and has, been the CEO of her household, learns about a little business like this from a friend, and she just dives in. Her husband, is very supportive of her, I have to say. And she has done, anywhere from 3 to 2 to 1,000. You name it. She's always in top sales since she started. And not only that, but she also has really learned to share. So you're going to hear from someone that has no direct sales experience. This is her first opportunity to learn what direct sales and, what used to be home party is now turned into virtual party, and how she, has just managed to have an awesome business. So please share a little bit about yourself, your journey, and that's how we'll start off.
Okay, I'm Paige Elliott. I'm from Chickasha, Oklahoma, so not far from Texas. I am a stay-at-home mom, mompreneur, whatever you call it. I've just been raising kids all this time, and my youngest is 16. So my why, I guess, is, what am I doing? I don't have to drive her to school all the time. Actually, I am still driving her to school. She doesn't have her license yet, but soon I won't be driving her around in circles. I won't be driving around in circles. This will be so great. But so I was kind of like, I need something for me. I need something to do, something that's fun. Like you said, happy. This is a happy, super happy business. Something fun. I really got in it to meet women, to socialize, to have fun. My friend, literally, my sister actually hooked me up with Jennifer Kane. She's my upline. She's great. She's so helpful, so supportive, calls me all the time, checks on me. Anyway, she signed me up literally like a week before the pandemic started. So here we are. I'm so excited to have parties and meet people, and we're not having any parties. So, like, what are we doing? But we just pivoted, and I started a Facebook group. I did have a launch party, and a bunch of my friends did come to that. We did get together. So, we weren't supposed to probably, but anyway, we did. But so I started a Facebook group, and my friends saw the jewelry in person, and everybody just loves the jewelry. If you are wanting to sell Grace&Heart, or you're thinking about it, oh my goodness, you don't have to really sell it. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Everybody wants to buy it. It's not hard to sell, really. And I actually have, the two people that I have underneath me both came to me and wanted to sell the jewelry. Like, I didn't actually recruit them. I should be better at recruiting, but it's so great. The jewelry is so great. It recruits itself and it sells itself. And of course, all of our uplines are great. They really are. They check on us. They give us the materials that we need. I mostly sell on Facebook and through my group. It's a lot of friends. My group has grown exponentially, not because of me, but because my friends invite their friends. And I sell a lot through that. It's not, I don't necessarily do Facebook parties, but I just post every day. Like, I'm very faithful to post daily. And another thing I do is I do lives. Not that I love lives. I had to get over myself, truly. But, I just think keep it real. Show your life and show the jewelry, and people can really see it that way. And I have people calling me from other states, want to order. It's really not hard at all. And I love it. And I love the connection with the women. I love meeting new ladies that I've never met before. I think that's a great aspect of it. It's fun. My goal is literally to post every day, and then and maybe do a live like every other day. And sometimes I do planning ahead, taking pictures of my jewelry. So I do use the materials that you guys give us, but I also use some of my own stuff. And I have earned like almost a ton of free jewelry, like so much. Like, I have like 4 stackers, and I need more stackers to put more free jewelry in. And like you have the tote, I just have my stackers, and and another bag. It has my catalogs, and I can throw it in the car. So easy to go anywhere and show anybody. I love it. That's pretty much my story. I just wanted to socialize and have fun. But I'm making money, like real money. Like,
so
real money.
So what are you doing with your real money?
Well, actually, nothing yet. I put it in an account, and then I kind of just forget it's there. Like, oh, I need to go see if I got paid. Oh, I got paid. I could, sometimes you want to splurge on an expensive purse that you think, oh, I shouldn't do that because it's not practical and it's, over the top. So
Right.
it's kind of my like over the top money. Like I bought some really expensive shoes when we were we went to Nashville, but I was in Franklin, Tennessee, and there was some shoes that were kind of expensive that I probably wouldn't have bought. And my daughter was like, Dad, did you say how much Mom spent on those shoes? And he said, well, she's making her own money. So,
I love it.
I splurged on a pair of shoes that I would not have bought. But anyway, it was fun. It's great fun. And it it's not hard to recruit people. That's my whole story, I guess.
One of the gals just came on and shared, it doesn't surprise me that you're recruiting. Your enthusiasm and your fun that you're having is what's doing it. So I think if anyone is out there thinking about, why should I should be recruiting or I haven't recruited, I think it's, when you're new too in something and you're having fun, it exudes out your pores. And clearly that's what's happening because people are coming to you, which is such a blessing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would love to work with you on getting comfortable with just sharing with yourself, from you to other people. And we can talk about that later. It's fine.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
It's some of my favorite. Anyway, but keep doing what you're doing because it's working. You don't need me right now.
Well,
Okay.
You guys are super helpful, really and truly. Like Cindy said, we get a ton of support, material to use. All those things are really helpful. And they're time savers. If you work every day, it's hard to try to go and get pictures, take pictures, do videos. That saves time for a lot of people. So that's so helpful.
Yeah. The marketing department is excellent. So thank you. I'll make sure I share with her. Okay. Next up. And we have Stephanie Morales from Florida. How are you, my love? I'm so sorry. When I first put the thing out, I put New York because this lady's accent is so strong. And it's in my mind you're from New York, but you're really...
I am from New York.
Yeah, originally, but you live in Florida, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So anyway, Stephanie definitely comes to us with also direct sales background. A lot.
Give me one second.
Okay. Many years of direct sales experience. And she came to Grace&Heart in her retirement stage. So, she decided, it was time for her to retire, but people that work in direct sales, I always think even in retirement, they come back to, the old fun, sisterhood, all that kind of stuff, and they find a product. And that's really what Stephanie did. So Stephanie, share a little bit about yourself, and then I want to brag on you as well.
Okay. Thank you, Ginny, for having me here today, especially with these two amazing women, Cindy and Paige. Thank you for sharing your story. So my story is a little different. Like Ginny said, I'm in Florida. I'm retired 5 years, but I've been in sales all my life. And I started doing like different things here, a lot of volunteer, a lot of event planning. And I met Julie, and she's the one who recruited me. And I had a party for her, online party. She never had a party, as soon as the pandemic started. So we did something online. Sold $1,200. $1,200. I was on a double that month. So I got over $600 in free merchandise. And as soon as I saw how people were ordering, that's when, the light went off. And I said, wait a minute. Talk to me about this company. Tell me. And I never thought I would have been back in direct sales. The best days was in direct sales. I absolutely loved working for the other company. And so I said, okay, just tell me about it. I got the kit, and Julie came over. We set everything up, and it was kind of like an online party. but just to introduce myself. She was very helpful. And from there, like from my experience from my other sales, I knew like what I have to do, so I created the Facebook page, which I'm not familiar with, a group. I'm not too familiar with like working online. So what I started doing, I noticed that people were in the group that I didn't even know. So I said, how'd they get in the group? And I started researching it, and I saw that people were bringing them in. So what I started doing was rewarding people. And I said, at the end of the month, we're going to have a raffle. And that's what started taking off. So because I love incentives and I love goals, and that's what I do. So in the beginning, there are a lot of things that I give away and a lot of things that I raffle, and they love it. And I go in every day and I post at least 4 to 5 times a day. And I watch who's in there, who's looking around, who's commenting, who's buying. As soon as I started, I booked one party, and from her party, I had 3 parties booked. I always have an ongoing party. So everything that comes in is an ongoing party. And of course, I'm not doing anything here, like in the house, but I'm doing everything online. In the beginning, I never thought that anybody would have bought this jewelry where I lived. You never, you should never spend somebody's money, and you should never close their pocketbook. You should never assume what people are going to do. I got so much business from where I work, from where I live, I can't believe it. And then if we have anything going on here, like the other day, we had a little birthday party for me, and I told all the women, make sure you wear your jewelry. And I knew what everybody had. And this one woman who was very resistant to buy anything, I just sold her 4 pieces just from seeing the other girls. So it's amazing, how easy this is. Every month when I found out that I could make 5% more if I sell $1,500, well, I'm not going to sell anything less than $1,500 if I can make 5% more. And that's how I always think. And that's why I like to give a lot of rewards as well. So let me just tell you a couple of things that I had. In my group, I had a hello, just hello. So I put it out, just say hello. That gave me to see who's looking around and who really wants to participate. So I gave out 25% off raffles. 4 people won. I had 30 people participate, say hello. 80 people saw it though. So that gives me a little more of who I have to work on, what I have to send them. So that was one. And then I had the jewel pool. That went very well. And I sold 50 boxes at $10 each, and I sold that within 6 days. And we had it recorded, and it went so well. Everybody loved it. And 5 people won $500 in jewelry, and I gave 4 25% off items and 50% off item, and they absolutely loved it. And people participated in that never bought jewelry. So it was just like an eye-opener, and they really liked the different things that I put on. I have every time they get a piece of jewelry, I always ask for a photo, and I post that. And you got to see some of these photos. I mean, they're looking up at the sky, and but people love that. I saw so much activity just on that. And then I said, that's working. So you just have to watch your Facebook, watch what works. They love seeing the jewelry on people. And then also, I never did a live, and I really want to try that. So I'm so glad Paige shared that. I really want to try it. I'm afraid, but I'll try it. But I do videos, and they like that, you know. So I am loving the company, and I love that the company puts out a sale every week. I mean, it's incredible. Then when I go in and, you know, we could take these photos from other people when they create things. I think that's so wonderful. It's wonderful for the people like myself who are not that creative online, but want to share things. So I really appreciate that. And I'm just, of course, the free jewelry. I get so much free jewelry. I like that. And I'm going to have my first party. I'm going to do an open house 2 days. And I'm going to do it where I'm going to have, like, say, one person. I'm going to say, you could bring 5 friends. What time you want to come? So if they have 1 o'clock, we'll have from 1 to 2, let them come. Because, you know, open houses, everybody comes at the same time and everyone's afraid now. So I'm going to do that for 2 days in October. I was just waiting for a little more jewelry. So I know I went on and on. Sometimes I think you're not even there because I'm not hearing anything.
We're intensely listening, and you are a gem. Here's one of the things I want to point out about you that I love, Stephanie, is that traditionally in direct sales, you never worked this way. It was not online. You were person to person. You're old school like me, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you have really pivoted. I know that's the word of, you know, throughout the pandemic, is you've really pivoted and learned new things. And what I love about you, you know, creating a Facebook group for the first time and going and doing some videos of the jewelry, is even though you're not comfortable, and now even pushing yourself more to do a, you know, a live eventually, is you've really you've grown, you've learned, and you're doing. And the top thing I love is how you're watching. You know, you're paying attention to the efforts that you put into your business, what's really paying off. And so, and then when you see that, you start doing more of that. That's smart business. You're a very, very smart businesswoman. All of you ladies are. But I do think that's really important, especially during this time, is, you know, pay attention to what's working and what's not working in your business. And so, and you're having fun is the other thing that I think people are walking away with. And again, it all goes back to what Cindy said. You know, happy. Everyone wants to find some happiness right now. So with that, I would love to open it up to some Q&A. There are some wonderful women that might have questions for each of you. So let me go to the chat, or let me go, well, there's some in the chat, but if anyone has questions, please go to the Q&A for any of these lovely gals. Okay. All of you ladies rock. Smart way to think, Stephanie. Great job kicking off, ladies. Congratulations on being brave. Those are some of the comments. Oh, yes, New York accent for sure. Everyone's loving that. Okay, I've got a question now. So question is, great job. Curious, what kit did you guys start with? Someone asked.
Basic.
What's the basic?
I started with the $99 one because I knew what my expectations were, what I was going to do.
Okay. So there you go. Paige, what one did you start with?
I started with the $199.
Okay. Cindy?
I started with the 99, right in the middle.
Yep. All right. Awesome. Okay. Any more questions for these awesome ladies? Hang on. You guys were great. Absolutely great. This would have been a perfect biz op. Don't think that call's not coming to you now. I would just love that. I would love to hit flat press and reset for the October biz op.
Yeah, right.
Guys, and do what you. Oh, I got some more questions. Okay, here we go. Where is Cindy from in Texas?
I'm from Canyon, Texas. So I'm just very close to the Paladura Canyon and not far from Amarillo. So up in the Texas Panhandle.
Okay. And I think Ginger was asking that, and she's from Round Rock, I believe.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's about 5.5 hours from me, not too far.
Cindy is, Ginger will be on the Monday night. Don't forget, you ladies, on September 28th is our next Biz Op, and it will be live with reps. So we want to make sure you guys invite people to that. Okay, great job, ladies. Thank you for sharing your stories. And let me see if there's anyone else. That's it. Okay. You guys did an awesome job. Thank you so much. You
Thank
deserve
you, Ginny.
Thank
so
Thank you all so much.
praise and recognition.
Enjoyed it so
Thank
Keep
much.
up the great job, and we'll see you on Monday night.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.